Tension along the Thai-Cambodian border intensified once again as both sides increased military alert levels following reports of scattered gunfire and suspicious movements in several frontier zones. Security units on the Thai side began reinforcing key outposts while monitoring potential threats that could arise from miscommunication or uncoordinated actions across the border. Although officials confirmed that no large-scale confrontation occurred, the situation remains sensitive due to the geography of the area and the long history of disputes that can reignite with even a minor incident. Local residents reported hearing aircraft overhead and noticing more patrol vehicles than usual, but authorities emphasized that these deployments were precautionary rather than signals of imminent escalation. Early assessments from defense officials indicate that the sudden spike in tension may have been triggered by unverified reports of gunfire believed to involve small groups near forested border trails. Such occurrences are not uncommon in contested or porous regions where armed local groups sometimes move without authorization. However, because these incidents can be misinterpreted by frontline forces, both countries increased aerial and ground surveillance to prevent misunderstandings. Thai air patrols were deployed to survey the high-risk zones, focusing on terrain where visibility is limited and where an accidental crossing could occur without clear detection. These flights were carried out under strict rules of engagement and with coordination channels open to avoid misreading routine maneuvers as hostile actions. On the Cambodian side, security forces were also seen adjusting their positions, including the establishment of temporary observation points on elevated ground. Thailand responded by enhancing communication mechanisms to ensure that neither side interprets defensive movements as offensive preparations. Local administrators near the border have urged residents to remain calm while avoiding travel into deep forest areas where boundary markers may be unclear. They also reassured communities that food supplies, transport routes, and trade links remain unaffected, though they are monitoring the situation closely to anticipate any disruptions that prolonged tension might cause. Diplomatically, both nations are working to prevent the situation from growing into a broader dispute. Foreign affairs officials from Thailand and Cambodia are reportedly preparing to reactivate a joint communication channel intended to clarify movements and share immediate information from the field. This mechanism was used successfully in previous high-alert situations and remains an essential tool to prevent escalation driven by rumors or false alarms. Senior analysts point out that the current standoff does not appear to stem from a deliberate confrontation but rather from a cluster of small incidents amplified by heightened sensitivity in the region. As such, rapid diplomatic engagement is considered the most effective path to restoring stability. Military commanders have also instructed units to avoid any excessive response and to maintain strict discipline in interactions with forces across the border. The emphasis is on de-escalation, situational awareness, and preventing accidental encounters in dense terrain. The presence of aircraft, increased patrols, and additional personnel is designed primarily to assure public safety, reinforce control of the area, and reduce opportunities for unauthorized or unclear movements that might provoke unnecessary reactions. Analysts note that, despite the tension, both countries have repeatedly signaled their commitment to peaceful management of the border and have strong incentives to prevent any deterioration that could affect tourism, cross-border commerce, or long-term regional cooperation. Overall, the situation remains manageable but fragile. Continued monitoring, transparent communication, and coordination between both nations will be necessary to ensure that isolated incidents do not escalate into a larger conflict. With stability in the region depending heavily on restraint and accurate information, officials are working to calm public anxiety and maintain order while preparing contingency plans should any further irregularities occur. At present, the combined efforts of security forces, diplomats, and local authorities appear focused on preventing escalation and restoring normalcy along the border as quickly as possible.